Michelle, you told me that one of your resolutions for 2015 is to reduce the size of your carbon footprint. Am I right?
Absolutely. I've come to realize what my personal impact is on the environment just by living a modern, Western-style life in a city.
Well, you'd be pleased to know that Utica will be cooking in a carbon-neutral style today.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. Is she going solar?
No, far more traditional, and it's a culinary crossing point between India and South Africa on the coals.
South Africans love barbecues, and summertime is barbecue season. I'm preparing a barbecue with an Indian twist. On my menu today we've got panir tikka, seekh kebab, we've got naan bread, and then a strawberry surprise. Let's get started with the panir tikka. The ingredients are panir. I've made this with 4 liters of milk, fresh cream, ground cardamom, turmeric, ajwain or carom seeds, red chili powder, white pepper, and then we've got chickpea flour. Let's get started with the marinade. Fresh cream going into the mixing bowl. Add the cardamom, pinch of turmeric going in, carom seeds or ajwain, it's about a teaspoon, red chili powder, white pepper, and then the chickpea flour. Stir these ingredients through. Use the back of a wooden spoon and just mush that into a paste. Now, let's slice the panir into chunks, quite large pieces so they don't break up. Now these are going onto the barbecue, so we don't want them to crumble. Pop the panir into the batter. Just turn them around quite lightly to coat them in this batter sort of marinade. I've greased some aluminium foil and I'm going to pop the panir onto the foil. Now make sure your panir is quite firm for this recipe. If you come up with a batch of soft panir, just leave it unwrapped in the refrigerator so the extra moisture dries up. Now we're going to season with some salt. You can add some black pepper as well if you like. For me, just salt. Now let's wrap this up. I love the chargrel flavor on the panir and those smoky flavors, but I don't want the panir to stick to the grid and burn. So I'm going to cook it on this aluminium foil and just drizzle with a bit of oil so it soaks up all those lovely flavors. The panir is now ready. Let's pop it into the refrigerator. It's time for a cleanup and then onto the naan bread. I've already made up some naan dough, and this is what it looks like after it's been resting for an hour. Let me show you how to do it. First ingredient going into a mixing bowl, the flour. Next, in goes hot milk. Water going in, now this is hot water. Greek yogurt. Sugar. Yeast. Bicarb. And baking powder. Lastly, season with salt. Turn the mixer on a low speed. Last ingredient, oil going in. The dough has come together. Now get it out the mixing bowl. Now let's work with the dough that's rested already. Now scoop it out of the mixing bowl. You can see it's about doubled in size. And now just lightly flour the work surface. And as it rests, it becomes slightly sticky and very pliable. Use a little flour on your hands and on the work surface and knead it once again. Now break this up into about 6 portions. Naan is a sticky bread. It's actually supposed to stick onto the sides of a clay oven. Made them slightly smaller today, so I've ended up with 7 pieces of dough. Roll these into balls and leave them on a greased plate. Now onto the seekh kebab. You'll need 900 grams of lamb mince, fresh coriander, chopped onion, green chili, ginger paste, black pepper, cumin powder, and 2 eggs. First thing, let's crack these eggs and beat them lightly. Pour in the egg mixture. Next, in goes the ginger and garlic paste, green chili, and the chopped onion. Work these ingredients together quite gently. Season with salt. One final mix. Now let's shape this into the kebabs. I'm using some fatty lamb mince for that, and this gives you a really tender kebab, so I'm not putting these on skewers. Now don't make these too thin or they will burn. That's the last one done. We're ready to barbecue. I've got my panir tikka and the seekh kebab ready for the barbecue. Pop these onto the hot coals. The weather's cooled down slightly, which makes it perfect for a barbecue. Now let's pour some oil over that. Ooh, I think that was a bit too much oil, but now the fat's melting off those kebabs. Now let's get the panir on. Panir going onto the coals. Little oil going onto the panir, just to prevent the panir from drying out. Now when the fat starts to melt in that lamb mince and it sends up clouds of smoke, giving you that lovely char-grilled flavor, our panir is bubbling away. Now for that naan bread. Here's the dough that's been resting. Now these have really risen quite well, and they've sort of joined each other on the plate. Flatten it slightly. It's a really soft dough. Some flour going onto your fingertips and on your hands, and then just stretch that into a round. Let's pop these onto the grill. Starts to bubble up. Flip it over. A little melted butter going on top. That's my barbecue done. We've got the panir tikka, the seekh kebab, and the beautiful naan bread. For me, it's time to put my feet up.